Anyways, hi YouTube. I don't want to look at my phone like this, but we were. Yeah, let's just get right into it. You gotta get your ears blasted off for just 1 second because I'm a goober. I forgot to turn down. You know what? Let's mute this up audio so you don't get your ears blown out. um. Anyways, it is host real weeks, but that. Excuse me. Oh man, that is a future predictions portion thing. First of all, we gotta look at last week's match. Um, so unmute this. Let's go here. And then credit. I was scrolling right past it because I scroll too fast and I miss it. There we go. And y'all probably want to see the highlight. So let's actually put it on, excuse me, Firefox instead of Roblox. All right. So I announced this in my Discord, but we got a bit of we got a bit of schedule change. So I'm gonna play some Roblox, but I'm gonna be opening 2 packs of these 25, so we got 50 to open. So it was a snag one before they closed the 10. And yeah, tomorrow stream will be a evening stream. But if you're watching the podcast on YouTube, it really doesn't matter because this is pre-recorded for you. Don't recommend channel. But anyways, let's actually get to my highlights. Which Roman would have got his clean sheet, but
and Bamba. He only has 7 assists, 3 goals on the season, but his
because
secondary assist is passing.
Stank never win by more than 1 goal.
Price tag is starting to look like a bargain for this FC Cincinnati organization.
It was salute to service night. I can't.
As we are officially underway from the west end of Cincinnati, as we invite you to turn off the world and turn on the game. We're playing for 3 points in the Eastern Conference.
Because
Chicago have been one of the best sides away.
You know, it was 4th of July weekend.
As Hugo Kuipers is trying to send an early delivery across. And
if you're not American, you're watching this, it's just an open weekend for you.
And we'll get to your opening question in a second.
Canadian, that was Canadian.
Different club is off and running and threatening, trying to slide it through for Denke. Goal off of his line, and Jeff Gall with his first touch of the evening.
And I can't believe we didn't capitalize for her, but hey,
Matt Miazga sitting in the center of it.
It's okay.
And Miazga
gonna move my camera down.
Finally able to go 90 minutes over that road swing as this is slipped through for Denke around the keeper, but the offside flag is up.
Unfortunately, it was offside. I don't think it was even close to being onside. I knew it right away. Yeah, that's how close to being offside.
He tried to hold it. He kind of came back a
that's
little bit.
How close to being offside. That's how close to being on.
By Evander, just half a second too late.
See, I like it when refs actually call it right away instead of letting VAR.
It's a change of organization when you change.
Go review it. I mean, that was a blatant offside, unfortunately. That's not even close to onside.
Came back a little bit. He was waiting for that ball to be played by Evander, just half a second too late. Well, but it just is a change of communication. It's a change of organization when you change.
Definitely wasn't even close to onside, unfortunately.
That's already had a little bit of struggle. So
we don't want to do a ticket master. I hope SeatGeek can get a new contract with FC Cincinnati. But I think MLS is going to force him to use Ticketmaster because MLS is Ticketmaster's official taking part of MLS, NFL, NHL. Such a beautiful. But yeah, you know, we're not monopolizing at all.
Everything he touches
That's 3 major sports leagues. 4, actually. Wait, I can't count. MLB. Well, I don't know about MLB. I think MLB is SeatGeek. It's at least 3 major sports leagues. NHL, NFL, and MLS. So yeah, that's 3.
Pressure on the ball, and the run continues on the right-hand side. That draws Gutman out of the picture to not him.
Yellows if they have to, being a little bit harder into challenges and coming to guys' defenses. And whatever was said heading into that break that eventually led to this 3-game winning streak clearly has done Cincinnati worlds of good, because they've been.
It's kind of annoying when we do a really fast free kick. It's like
Kuiper's trying to get around Celentano, but he got an outstretched paw to it and eventually cleared away by Matt Miazga.
it's like some refs allow it, some don't. I just think it depends on the refs. Some refs are like, no, slow your roll, Mister or Mrs. depending on the league or competition, I guess, because. Gosh, I don't know how Chicago got so many corner kicks. It was wild.
Zinkernagel, good looking effort, and Celentano was scrambling and actually looked like he hit the post as well in the middle of his dive. It goes straight into the band.
And that was a bad foul
Very
call.
close when Kamara was part of the Chicago Fire. Yedlin, his delivery takes it.
It'd be easy to list who Kai Kamara hasn't played for. Man, that would have been another beautiful
Boy, that
goal
looked like it was arrowed for the top corner.
if that went in.
Look at, there's Hagelin right there. You see him, that you're looking at options and opportunities to be successful in the back and as solid as possible. He wants to stick with the 3.
Here's Evander all the way across for Denke. Served up on a platter for Kevin Denke. And he will always feast on
Just
that.
awesome, man. Good match.
Boy, are they happy to be back home. 2-0 to the orange and blue.
So many quality attacking pieces when Evander drifts, and this time it's Kai Kamara drifting to join
That's gonna be a
Evander
tighter
to be that little
match than it
combination play.
was.
It forces Jack Elliott to slide. It forces Sam Rogers to slide. And guess who's wide open inside the 18? Kevin Denke. Perfect ball on the ground. Easy tap in for Kevin Denke, who makes the right run and puts them up 2-0.
So,
Yeah, now Denke gets his
I think
12th of the
Denke leads
season.
goal
This
contributions,
is an
which is
Kuiper's.
basically MLS's version of points because they're combining goals and assists. Dude, I did some buses.
Spilled out in front. Kuipers was looking for it, but now the offside flag is going to come up.
Not Roman.
But
That's
he finds
offside,
himself in
sir.
an offside
When we saw
position.
the
There's
flag
block
come
on
up,
the
he was like,
first one,
yeah.
and he just
Yeah, he
doesn't
was
get back
just
quick enough
off.
when the shot comes. Well done by the
And
good
it's
defensive
when the ball
presence
was
in that
played.
moment.
Well, here comes Chicago again. Gutierrez, Bamba, Gutman, Zinkernagel, and Chicago pull one back. And Philip Zinkernagel always was going to have a say.
They couldn't pull. They couldn't
He
get a
continues his
draw.
red-hot form, and the
Which I
traveling
find
Fire
funny.
supporters love it. Game on.
Like it was going to come off right here. He made a nice little pass.
I need to
lazy
go up
pass
to a
to
game in
Gutman.
Chicago
Well
one
done
year,
by Gutman, 'cause he
especially
takes
now
the
that we get
first
a new
time.
stadium. I
He
want to
doesn't take an
experience
extra
my
touch.
Soldier
It's
Field.
bouncing a little
Or if we
bit,
get a new
but
stadium, I'm
Zinkernagel
actually
has the
really happy for Fire
quality to keep
fans.
it
We've been
low on
bouncing
frame.
around a lot.
Celentano gets a paw on it, but it still finds the side of the net. And Chicago gets
That would be
one
the
back.
weakest penalty call.
14 out of their 20 wins in their Supporter Shield winning season in 2023.
Honestly, I think the Fire's
Or by
goal
one
could be called back by
As this is for
embellishment.
Barroso, trying to lash it
Embellishment
across it.
foul.
Potentially was
But-
even going for a goal, and Celentano barely got his leg closed in time.
You know,
on the ground, and I think Barroso just saw that there was no other option here. He was going to try to.
man, that was just onside. I don't know if that would went in if
Pineda.
I might have went in if
From
Celentano
distance
didn't
and
get a
straight
leg
the
to
chest
it.
to Celentano. And
God, I
it was
love
struck
Roman.
well by the Bolingbrook native. Because it feels
I
like
love all the
every
players,
single game
especially
they find
Miazga,
themselves in this
because he
position
does a lot of
where
prep
they're holding on to a
housery,
one-goal lead late.
and I love it when my players get feisty.
Here comes Angle, looking for the exclamation point, and Jeff Gall. Did well
Made
cut
to
off the
order
angle, and Angle
at
sprays it wide.
UDF. Man, it's probably gonna rain soon, which kind of stinks because my mom and grandma go into women's ministry
Their
picnic.
first win at home in 56 days, and at the moment, atop the Supporter Shield standings.
I'm glad they brought back the wind pyro. What is that face Boogie is making? An hour and 24 minutes and 40 seconds of him having mental breakdowns. Guys, see, this is why I don't want to eat beggar, because I'll end up like Boogie, which is terrifying. Also, I love being super chin who's apparently streaming right now. Maybe someday I'll make one of his streams. I'm gonna yap in it. But that brings us to Formula One, which my podium was way off. Well, I'm gonna call it way off. Just my win was off. Don't know why I just did that with my middle finger, but you know. When I watched the highlights, it was absolute cinema. Oh, if my Twitter was down, I was like, oh no. I'm just glad, obviously, for whatever decided to do today while I'm safe inside instead of outside. Ah, man. So, are we on summer break? Is this F1 summer break? Because the next race is on the end of the month. Yeah, but Nico Hulkenberg got a podium, which is why I put in the go live location Nico Hulkenberg, because I was imitating all of my favorite former F1 drivers. Leclerc definitely had a seat full of water during the race because it rained. And it rained. And it rained. And it rained. What are Elise doing? Anyways, I didn't want to push my stream back any farther. Excuse me, because you know, I don't know why. So, the problem we had was that because of fake cam. The problem we had was it rained during formation lap, but it dried out. It dried out if I could English enough. For excuse me, at least a few dry laps on the start of the race. So some people dipped off into the pit. Yeah, Clear Russell hit it for slicks and had to start a pit, so I don't understand that call. And lap 2, we had a first row safety car. With Liam Lawson out of a race. Both Connor Pinto and Lawson were out. Borretto found the gravel, but was able to not get peached. And stayed green. But then Bullets' car decided you should have beached me. And the race had an retro safety car. Then you can see Oscar was hunting down Max. I like how it was Lego sponsored. Piastri had a duo excuse me. And It has rained hard. Instead of like we go to full wets, we were just like, you know what? Let's just throw a safety car. I mean, yeah, the spray is bad, but if it's that bad, just throw a red flag. Or just let them, I don't know, use the blue. Hey guys, we want to see what F1 could have done. You know what teams could have done? Hey guys, did you know F1 has these tires? Look at all that tread. It is. Look, I mean, look at all that tread, guys. I mean, this is obviously not a real tire, but look how realistic it looks. Like, look at all that tread. It's almost like they were designed. It's almost like Pirelli designed tires for this exact situation. Anyway, um, well, you go on a soak track and not. And plus, the problem with the safety car was you're not going fast enough to spill the water like the full wets. I'm sorry, I had to like that tweet. Um, and then I destroyed the car. Destroyed the car. It's once again, it's almost like there's these special tires. F1, but the teams could have used that Pirelli design. And then if you're skidding off a track with full wets, then maybe for a red flag. I mean, Max put up restart once again. Could full wet tires prevented that? Probably. You spin full wets, you stop the race. And yes, Oscar did deserve a safety car for a trim penalty because he slowed up too much and everyone had to check up. Hulkenberg made a beautiful pass on Stroll for the podium. He started 19th and got a podium. Once again, it did not look like it would. As you can see, it was not time for slicks. And yeah, Oscar served his second podium in the pits, which I would have done with engine changing conditions too. Bleep! This car is undrivable. Bleep! Oh, it's Max. And then Lando Norris won. Nico Hulkenberg got third of the podium, and then Oscar got second. So, yeah. All right. All right, now let's switch from British open wheel series to American open wheel series. Here we are. Here's an extended highlight. And then we do NASCAR highlights, and then we do feature predictions portion.
Yeah, we do go green now.
I was down there getting a video of his start.
But look at Lundgaard having a look on Palou, but Palou holds the
When I walk back to see my dad, and then I just I hear about this on IndyCar radio.
As well. Disaster once again for Penske. And Newgarden is out immediately, and that's a Prema in trouble as well. That looks like Callum Ilott.
And I think Will Power's engine issues came from getting absolutely rear-ended.
For Penske and for Joseph Newgarden.
You said it, you saw Power involved, obviously Newgarden as well. Hometown hero Graham Rahal begging for the safety team to come and fire up that Honda engine.
With just a 2.2-mile lap, Graham does not want to go a lap down as we look to the very back of the field.
2.2 miles. I don't know what's on my Apple. 3. I'll have to text him 2.2.
And I think it was well before the bump. It was a very
I think because it's like 2.233. That's why I got 2.3. But
just in front to the right there. He just locked up.
Newgarden just ran out of talent.
That's bizarre though, T.
It's very un-Newgarden like. He's a great driver. Some people doesn't really see the comments about when Penske changes and how teams can just have a bad year. That's unfortunately what Penske is having.
What Joseph Newgarden felt very calmly.
But Will still is the highest driver points-wise out Penske drivers. So if anyone should be fighting for a seat, it should be Newgarden and McLaughlin. Although I'm pretty sure Newgarden got an extended contract. So.
Back to green. An aggressive start from Lundgaard on the power early, jumping down there through the final corner, wanting to have a look and get up and pass Kiffin Simpson as the
anyways,
opportunity.
You're just tuning in.
Turn 1, and now we are
going live tomorrow evening because I'm going to talk to my mom for lunch because it's going to be easier to do that. And
but Simpson again closes the door.
Wednesday, I'm going to be opening some IndyCar cards and playing Roblox. So
advantage of the McLaren, clear as it stands. Who will be later on the brakes?
I think we'll start with Roblox and then end with cards. I'm not sure yet. That's what I got some time. But anyways,
defends beautifully. Great racing, but Lundgaard is through.
I love how IndyCar radio kept saying it's hard to pass, yet yeah, man, virtually every time.
We've seen too wide under race conditions, and Lundgaard.
Excuse me, I saw some decent passing. That's why I like sitting right.
You're gonna see a lot of action down there. You can still run side by side.
223 is like probably.
It was so crucial to get around Kiffin Simpson.
But straight from the keyhole to the S, probably the best passing opportunity.
Also, really nice job from Kiffin Simpson, leaving some racing room there, not challenging too hard too early. He knows he is in running position right now for the best finish.
Man, there's some places of track that are hard to get to, so really look at full. Trust me, it was full.
Place just behind.
You're right on board with Christian Lundgaard, Alex Palou, almost a second to the good.
Especially in my section.
To chip away. We're right on board now with his teammate Nolan Siegel, courtesy of NTT Data. Keep your eyes though on the timing pylon and Kyle Kirkwood, who has lost 2 places from his starting spot of 7th.
Although with places that people say how much must actually be nice because it's just.
Situation for Joseph Newgarden. So, frankly, what happened?
I'm not sure. I either had just a massive rear lockup and spun before I got touched. I don't know. I mean, it to me initially it felt like I just locked rears all of a sudden out of nowhere, kind of unexpectedly, or I got touched. So if I didn't get touched, then just a weird freak. Massive rear
it was funny. He went to Fox, but he didn't go to IndyCar Radio.
I don't think there's a lot of damage. I like
at least Will went to IndyCar Radio.
We're sort of out of this thing, so it's a shame having a fast.
Just Newgarden is having one of the biggest crash outs I've ever seen.
A string of bad luck. How do you
driver have like me recording the start, and then all of a sudden Newgarden just runs out of talent. I need a great driver, but he's just having a bad year. I don't know why I'm repeating myself. See what I did there?
As well, but there are your leaders. There is Alex Palou, Christian Lundgaard behind Carl Kirkwood, still trying to find a way past Scott Dixon as he drops down, and he knows that he has to start making up these positions as Rossi defends from David Malukas, who goes.
Yeah, it was just before Will's engine fire. He was just having a bad race.
Nice move from David Malukas,
and that's a great visual of the
soft
tire versus the hard tire. Malukas on the soft, Rossi on the hard. That extra
but you know, probably saw his wife and his son. It was felt better. He almost lost his wife, which is terrifying.
Movers over the last few races, over and onto the grass.
People looking outside.
That Rasmussen give Ferrucci a little taste of his own medicine. It's kind of funny.
Is Rosenquist trying to get through on Ferrucci as well.
That Aussie car was so cool. I didn't get a picture of the grid, unfortunately, but I did get a picture of it in the garage. Rosie,
starting position.
excuse me, Rosie Quest always runs an XM car, and then they use those cars to promote various stations, like Ozzy's Boneyard.
In the black and red car, so reminiscent of Will Power's old liveries in that Penske. We ride on board with him now, courtesy of Odyssey Battery. McLaughlin, who's down in P18.
Turn 1 here, so hard to follow because it's so fast. When you're that close to the car in front, you lose a bunch of downforce as more action down into turn 2. Rossi on the defense again.
Yeah, Rossi still defending.
That's
against
such a good
cars
race,
that
man.
have better grip, but in this case with
Like, if you're always
Powell
going
forward,
to
I think
focus
he's
on the
hard
winner,
flat
which
tire
was
right now. He is
Dixon,
indeed. So that's just straight
surprisingly,
up a better race car, better
you're not going to
driver
enjoy
at
your
this
time.
point,
Like,
as Rossi defends, shoots it well on the
sometimes
inside
the mid,
and hangs on to the spot
just
for now.
I don't know where to look, and I just think it's good.
Run yesterday starts this race from the 14th
strategic
spot. Of course,
race,
both of his teammates up on the front 2 rows of the grid. We know that McLaren has pace, and as you guys were saying, on the same time as
Fortunately,
Alexander Rossi,
well, I did
McLaren
predict
looks
it.
like it's got some
Mexico
purpose.
won that final.
And now Colton Herta comes in for softs.
Georgia.
Colton Herta, the farthest forward in the sequence on those primary tires. They put his only set of brand new red tires on him. One turn in the front.
And of course, Colton only had a
So how tough it was
fresh
for
one
Colton to
fresh
get
set
out
of
his box there with a car
alternate
in front of him. Had
tires,
the wheel
because
all the
why
way
not?
locked to get around.
I did not know because we
But
did not
Colton
talk
Herta
about any
should
car
come
video.
out with clean
We
air
did, I
now.
missed
Here
it,
comes Nolan
but
Siegel now through turn 1. Colton will really try to defend here if he can, because that will give him clean air to go fast on those sticker soft tires. Really important right here. I don't know if Colton can hold them off.
some people would keep clouding over, but it didn't. For someone's peeking in and out.
Get him out ahead of Nolan Siegel, who's been sitting ahead of him for the whole of this race so far. But Nolan Siegel's tyres up to temperature in the blue and orange. McLaren again, the run down to 3 has the look.
Actually, it's
That was so important for Colton Herta to not fall behind Nolan Siegel. There's now nobody in front of Colton Herta except Christian Lundgaard, and Colton is on the right tire to go fast in clean air. Huge moment right there.
Jack, what's going on?
Kiffin Simpson has just done his stop. Not the fastest one, but a real fun story here. Ryan Fager, who got hurt in an incident at Barber, is back on the inside wheel. We love to see him, and we've wished him a really speedy recovery. Great to see him back out here.
Now here comes Kiffin Simpson, and there to the left-hand side of the screen are your race leaders. So Kiffin will emerge back in 3rd place with a very
Gonna put
first
some
Colton
out
Herta
my
coming
hand after
after him.
this podcast.
And that's going to be the battle. Colton
And
was
Oasis
able
off
to get
today, we're
around
getting
Nolan
one.
in that exchange.
He just
but what
obviously
can he do about Kiffin
like it.
Simpson?
But look at the aggression. Look at the body language.
He's
from
already
that
on my
orange and
new
black McLaren. He's sensing his opportunity is now. He's on those fresh blacks. Pelot on the scrubbed blacks as Rasmussen off track. And that looks like something technical.
I didn't realize he had American flag on his wing. I'm surprised more people didn't put a little more patriotic things on being 4th of July weekend. That was kind of weird. IndyCar waited a while for caution. I think we were trying to let people pit, which I don't like it when we do that.
He comes to the box, putting those soft, brand new red tires on.
It was 4 laps of caution at the start of this race. If you need 4 laps of caution per stint to get to lap 30, that's gonna be a. You're really hoping for a very lucky break here for the number 9. But man, Dixon's done it before, time and time again.
Don't forget he had 2 or 3 pace laps, I should say, as well on that tank of fuel. So Dixon just.
I wonder if during the pace laps we go to wheel map 8, which is super safe.
Chipping away just a couple of hundredths or a tenth of a second every lap. Brought it down to 6/10 now. Smoke coming from the back of Rasmussen's car.
Yeah, IndyCar had to throw a caution just to get him out of the way.
Scott Dixon. But Pelot is coming under some serious pressure. We know.
Oh, I should say full course caution because it's a local yellow.
Behind the wheel, as we do now get the caution. Pelot then leads from Lundgaard. Kevin Simpson is 3rd. We are under caution. Can Lundgaard maintain that pressure as we roll back to green? As Pelot from Lundgaard, then Simpson, Herta, Siegel, Scott Dixon, your top 6 at Mid-Ohio. And look, already.
I love having the radio feed in my ear. It's just like,
Colton Herta making life difficult for him, but Herta, that car placement once again.
A, I use my headphones for hearing protection. And B, I used to have a radio. Unfortunately, it was dismissed with a sensory issue, so I had to keep off a few times. So. I was thinking, what?
Nolan Siegel, who thinks better of having a pop at Colton Herta just now.
Oh.
And it's impressive that Nolan even took a stab at it, because
that's kind of interesting.
With those soft tires on, you would have expected him to be
was back to his old ways. Old ways, it's just Rucci Rucci. You'll see on time out a little bit.
That's Robert Schwartzman having a little go at Devlin DiFrancesco, but that has allowed his team.
Prima versus Prima.
To get right up.
Thank God, but the number one rule of racing: don't hit your teammate. Well, it's not.
Advantage turns to disadvantage so quickly around this circuit. You find yourself going for a move, being denied, losing the momentum, and then coming into the grasps of the driver behind you. We ride on board with Scott Dixon.
They only got 2 cautions for 8 laps.
And I just wonder if he can make this work. He got exactly the caution laps he needed at exactly the right time on the soft tyres, Scott Dixon. And that's Nolan Siegel ahead of us as Rinus VeeKay now getting passed by Devlin DiFrancesco as Ericsson and McLaughlin bang wheels, and Ericsson runs wide.
That's going to let Stingray Robb get through past the 28 Ericsson as well.
Stingray, sorry. Stingray Robb. Oh.
And there is DiFrancesco putting that move on Rinus VeeKay. And that's Louis Foster and Jacob Abel. Foster up the inside, up the hill into 5, pulls that move off nicely. Downhill trying to follow Pato O'Ward.
And those two were bitter rivals in the Indy Next Championship last year, finishing 1st and 2nd, both graduating up into IndyCar, and it's just picking up where they left off.
Really, next terrifying crash, lap was okay, but I'll look at my phone for 1 second, I hear gasping, I just see a car spinning right in front of me. With 3 tires, I was like, what? And I knew about and
pressing on and trying
that
to
was
get the move on
well, obvious red flag.
A top 3.
Crash I've ever seen. So looking for a facilitation to cover project.
An utterly phenomenal job. He leads this race. His teammate Kiffin Simpson.
My dad and I were very immature. On the radio, it says 69 laps completed. I laughed and really looked at each other because we're both immature when it comes to stuff like that.
The team now believe yes, actually. 2 stops.
Chip Ganassi Racing, 1, 2, 3.
And now in comes Scott Dixon.
And I think
I spot below one race here. I was like, okay.
Happening almost in the same time. Let's go to Kiffin Simpson quick. He's going to put on a new set of reds. But if there was ever a guy who can make fuel, and he's won it 5 times, it's Scott Dixon. Oh no, it's Kiffin stalled.
I mean, he stalled.
Kiffin Simpson stalls on pit lane.
I know he lost a lot more.
And a brilliant weekend, and he gets so close.
Unfortunately, he didn't pick crew member. I think they should have held him until.
I think he hit his toes, man. That was.
I think he gave him a pedicure. I mean, it was a graze at best.
Yeah, it's more than a graze. It was.
I was cringing at the right rear tire changer for VeeKay. Watch the toes here. Woo!
He did just get his toes.
No, I wasn't just get it. He clobbered him. Honestly, I think they should have held him until the box is clear. I know you lose spots, but it's better than hitting
Nicholas Don, MVP on
a crew member.
That's the outside rear tire changer. Didn't even flinch as his toes were getting run over by 1,800 pounds of IndyCar.
Just wait until
and
the
that's
adrenaline wears off, and it has now.
And that's why we have AMR safety team members on pit.
Boy, what a soldier to stay after the job as Pato O'Ward comes in for his final stop.
Fresh socks for the number 5. Good wing adjustment. They got to go back up. A problem on the left rear. Not a quick stop.
I wonder if the nuts got warped because it was hot yesterday.
Kiffin Simpson.
Like,
Simpson's coming through turn 1 right now.
Ferrucci in for Haas.
It was hot.
There is Simpson. The move on Pato O'Ward. Tires up to temperature. Stingray Robb having a look as well, but O'Ward will hold that position. As around the outside.
American flag car versus Italian flag car. Insert Woodward 2 joke here.
No way through just yet. Stingray Rob defending from Callum Ilott, but Ilott will have the inside line on the run into 4. And that's a position gain for the Prema driver.
Okay, so last set of stops almost complete here, but Alex Palou, we think, is still going to have to pit again. We'll be watching this gap right here, 21 seconds and growing. That's what Palou needs to do. He needs to put time on his teammate, Scott Dixon.
And the important thing for Palou is right now he has a full back straight of clear track in front of him. Nothing is holding him back as he tries to increase the gap to this guy right here, PNC Bank on board, Scott Dixon. He's in a little bit more of a mess because he's got 2 cars right behind him pushing him while he's trying to save fuel.
Both Palou and Dixon on the same tire, the harder black tire. Lundgaard and Herta will also have to pit, but it's teammate versus
unfortunately,
teammate.
Herta had to pit.
What are they saying down in the 10th stand?
Well, here's what I think. I think they want to get another second or so on Dixon because they don't want to have to pass their teammate on track. They want to come out and beat Dixon.
But 10x laps, maybe it's a
I think they're maybe within
3-stop race. I mean, even 2 stops is push and get here at Mid-Ohio because I've seen multiple cars run out of gas on the cooldown laps over the years. So that's such a good job. Delivery, wrap.
Right now, not what he needs.
Every lap he has to spend out on track.
Dixie was like, yes, Stingray, hold him up.
If that caution comes out,
I wonder if Stingray...
over for Alex Palou, but he makes the move, puts it on Stingray Rob coming down up there into turn 2. Nice.
Stingray is awesome. He's also a Christian like me. I forgot to look if he had any Bible verses on his halo, because I know he has one on his visor. With a Halo Private Arrow screen, because
Alex Palou then still with it all to do, still having to put in those qualifying style laps in an effort to extend his lead and emerge with the lead still intact over Scott Dixon.
And look, as a driver, it's the most fun position to be in. As we take a look at Kevin Simpson getting that drive-through penalty for hitting the crew, that's a fair move right there. But this is the position you want to be in, T-Bell. You've got all the fuel you need, clear racetrack in front of you. The team's saying quality laps to build that gap. Conversely, Dixon having to be so disciplined, so patient with how he's driving that race car. Nowhere near as much fun, but it could work.
Yeah, fun for the driver, but huge pressure on the pit crew right now as the number 10 team crew contemplates the last pit stop, which has to go.
So yeah, this reminds me of watching highlights. So, I think it was 2. So usually gonna take the shuttle just totally behind me, but then there's a toddler signing. So it's like, yeah, let's give the family the shuttle.
To get away so slow, just sat there achingly, and as he came out, Pato had already made his way past.
You look at crew chief Ricky Davis. I mean, you talk about pros on the pit wall. Davis and team have been getting it done for years now for Alex Palou. They should be confident, but they should also remember what happened last year. It'll be fascinating to see how efficient they can be under pressure.
Anyway, sorry, my honest me. We saw a rare Palou mistake, but as you can see, Palou was just faster on lap 69.
Get around Stingray Rob, 108, 2/10 of a second slower than what Dixon managed. So Dixon right now keeping it just on that bubble. He needs another.
I think the way Palou saves the best amount of fuel is he doesn't use push to pass unnecessarily. Like, he doesn't freak out and use it to make a gap.
It would be over for Palou. I don't know why he's risking it. I would come in right now.
I mean, to be fair, he only had a 7-second lead, Townsend.
He's now down at 26 seconds in arrears from the race leader and his teammate Alex Palou. Is 26 enough? Would 27 be enough? At what point is it enough for Alex Palou?
Yes, somewhere in that.
All right, we've already heard it had to pit, but you got to remember
this. But you know, up top in the number 9, you're riding on board with a guy that's won this race 6 times. He knows how to get it done here at Mid-Ohio.
Now Palou is going to push to pass this lap. This tells
I think it's 26 in Mid-Ohio, which is why every time about 26, 27, I actually have to look that up for next year's race so I can be better informed.
Kevin.
So let's talk to somebody that's dealt with this pressure before. Ricky Davis is the crew chief for the 10 team, and he's gone over the wall for 20, 25 years. Not over the wall, but what's this pressure like? You could win the race with this pit stop.
This is the pressure you want. I mean, you work on this every day that we do pit stop, right? And these guys they're ready. They're just stay poised, right? You know it's going to be a quick stop, so you just stay as comfortable as you can and do what you know to do.
How much does this pit location help you with the easy outs?
Oh, it's mega. It's so mega. It's the greatest pits we could have, really.
How long do they come out? We're starting to see some movement in the pit box here.
Lundgaard jumps into the pit.
I'm suggesting pit box movement, which obviously meant Palou was about to pit. He had a good enough gap. As you see, excuse me, he made a mistake.
What I loved about that is he said, this is what we want. This is what we look for. I love that mentality out of Ricky Davis in the tent crew.
Pressure is a privilege. That's the attitude.
It's what they prepare for. We keep our eyes peeled for the race leader, and he comes into the box now. Kevin Lee will be waiting for him.
Terrence Swanson is waving his arm. He is directing him in. He's the outside front changer. He would make any wing adjustment that is needed. He also would direct traffic, more critical in a yellow flag stop with a lot of traffic. It is primary, hard compound to hard compound. No bobbles on the front or the rear. He's away. Now where's he going to come out in relation to Scott Dixon?
That's a perfect stop for Alex Palou.
He came out just ahead, but the problem was he had a bobble.
He will have a pace advantage.
Really rare for him, but hey,
Palou, though, will have the track
because
advantage.
Palou is human.
Out ahead of his teammate Scott Dixon, but can Dixon make the warmer tires work?
It's about 2 seconds the gap. Palou on cold tires, so the gap will be
as you can see, I'm sorry, Dixon, I can totally read.
But boy, Palou
it's using push to pass fair.
Right now, nobody in front of him, his teammate behind him, and he just has to hit his marks here.
Pit stop executed perfectly.
Unfortunately, Herta was off sequence, so that wasn't going to be
the plan, and Palou has executed it exactly as the
so
team
that race you
had
saw off of pit was for the win.
Yeah, I think Christian Lundgaard's going to have an opportunity to compete for second place with Scott Dixon. Lundgaard has been about that half-second quicker the last few laps. Last lap, Lundgaard.
See, Palou has 57 seconds push to pass.
0.7. So that's the kind of pace he needs.
Problem for Palou. He's gone slowly, and Scott Dixon has gone past him.
Does he have a mechanical problem? Did he drop a wheel? He seems to be back up to pace, Townsend.
I don't know if he's
he dropped a wheel, unfortunately.
At least something has gone wrong for Alex Palou. He has lost the lead of this race to his teammate Scott Dixon, who is the new race leader.
He bobbled once before, and we'll have to see if he put it off the racetrack again.
Right
here, and he gets a little loose and he gets wide. A mistake from Palou again, and this time it will cost him.
An unforced error while leading a race comfortably.
It's just a small error, but it cost him the win. It's just look at bad when look at it.
Today, Alex Palou pushing to the max, making the mistake, losing the lead. That is so uncharacteristic.
Guys, the pass has happened, but the race is not over. You've got 5 laps to go. We know Dixon's making.
Oh, 1 second. Actually, need to use the restroom quick. So we will be right back. Don't know. Let's just get back to our highlights of the 180, 200 at Mid-Ohio.
He said that Palou was probably taking care of his tires in case he needed them later. Guys, he needs them now.
All of a sudden, something that seemed to be a foregone conclusion, Palou with another win, is anything but. This will be a shootout over 4 more laps between teammates and a hard-charging and closing Christian Lundgaard. Dixon is thinking, you got to be kidding me. You handed me the lead. You're going to have to steal it from my hands now.
It has been a calendar year since Scott Dixon has won a race in the NTT IndyCar Series. The 6-time champion is one of the toughest drivers to beat. He is not going to hand this thing to Alex Palou on a silver platter. He is going to have to come and take it away from his teammate. Dixon exits down the back stretch. Palou will be furious with himself, kicking himself for the 2 mistakes that he's made in today's race, but particularly for that last one that took him not just off the track, but denied him the lead and handed it back to his teammate.
And this is something that we've seen from the very best drivers in the history of racing worldwide. Ayrton Senna leading at Monaco. I think of Paul Tracy with a 2-lap lead and crashing when they told him to just kind of slow down and take it easy. Alex Palou, the best IndyCar driver maybe we've ever seen, making a simple mistake at a critical time. And now he's going up against the 6-time
guy for 9 car is the best driver I've ever seen.
Redeem the error.
Just saying.
The body language of that 10 car though. He looks aggressive and fighty.
They're almost dead even on push to pass. 27 for Dixon, 29 for Palou as he's using it now. He's trying to get a good run out of the keyhole here. This could be it. Goes wide, Townsend loses some ground.
Nobody is better at managing and moving dirty air around for a chasing competitor than Scott Dixon. He is a poker player of the highest order in terms of understanding exactly where to place his race car to make life difficult for Palou and make him use up whatever tire he has left.
Good race for Herta. Oh, we should have got a podium, but it is what it is. Take a top 5 after the season he's had.
And he's looking
it's not been a very good one, unfortunately. He will, so.
Sit on board looking back at Alex Palou.
It's been not
this season, the one thing that no
good for my drivers.
Is to look in their rear view mirrors and to see Alex Palou. Normally it's in that yellow and red DHL Honda, but I kind of think that in that sleek open AI he looks like a stealth fighter flying around this track trying to catch Scott Dixon.
I don't know that Christian Lundgaard will be close enough to pounce, but if there's any issue between these two, he'll be right there. Look at Palou running the low line through the keyhole.
Tight line through 2 on the run down through 3 and into 4. Does he have the pace?
Glad it was today. Sorry.
And get the gap so Palou won't have a chance into the braking zone.
Dixon went wide so that he could square off the exit and get that awesome launch off of turn 2. Guys, that was a brilliant move from Scott Dixon.
He tricked Palou into thinking there was clean air low, and then he closed it down. He shut it down at the exit, and that might be the moment.
Dixon using all of his experience, all of his knowledge and his acumen to keep the championship leader and the driver of the moment at bay. These two know each other so well as Palou now is soaring away.
Anyways, yeah, I just
into the dirty air. White flag, 1 lap
I
to
just
go
think
at mid
Palou had enough time.
Palou is going to put it all on the line to take the win away and deny his teammate Scott Dixon. Look how close he is. Look how tight they're getting on the run down to 2.
And here they come to the keyhole. What does Dixon do this time? He goes low and Palou goes high.
Running down the hill one more time, Dixon.
Yeah, where I was sitting was the best chance for a pass. But Palou was out pushed to pass, as you can see.
Into this corner. There is no way through for Alex Palou unless Dixon now makes a mistake. But he is too wily. He is too experienced. Right from the start of this race, Dixon said, we're going to 2-stop it. We're going to throw the Hail Mary. We're going to make the impossible possible. We're going to make the strategy work. Alex Palou has made an uncharacteristic mistake and has handed the victory.
I think it's weird about a 2-stop work.
Had to make this work. It's a 21st straight season with a victory for Scott Dixon. What a brilliant win. But Scott Dixon returns to the top of the podium.
You have a lot of experience this. Only AJ Foyt has won more races.
I would say Western is red and white, but that's almost like it's Honda company colors.
Maybe seemed this improbable.
It was definitely a tough race. You know, full credit to everybody at Chukanesi Racing.
1-2 win. I'm not sure where Kiffin was, but I'm sure he was right there as well. We had fantastic cars. It was my fault in qualifying. Thanks. That was cool. But just so much fun, to try and pull off what we did and, deal with what we had was fantastic. They forgot to take the front wing out on the last stop, man, so I just had to look at the corner and the car was going to turn. I was just hoping the rear tires were going to hold on, but awesome to have all the family here today, which is fantastic. They drove up this morning, so good to see everyone. Obviously, I think that's Kit's first win, so that's at the track is pretty cool. So thank you again to everybody in PNC. Honda, obviously, fantastic fuel mileage there, man. It was such a joy to drive.
And your mom is also here. That's pretty cool.
She's been here for a couple of weeks, so finally it paid off for her.
Yeah, she said that you owed her a win. So after you get by Palou, was there any more fuel save, or were you where you could full go? I think a lot of people thought he might still have a chance at you.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be tough just because it's hard in the wake. We still had to save fuel all the way to the end, so it was definitely very tight. But yeah, I didn't see what happened. I saw that he went off in turn 9, so we got a little bit lucky with that. But kudos to everybody on the 10, the 9, and the 8. So it was a tremendous weekend for us all, man.
Up next, it's the Sync 275, Saturday, July 12th at 5 p.m. Eastern on Fox.
All right, it is time to watch NASCAR highlights. And then we go to features prediction portion. Make sure interruptions.
It's 4th of July weekend in Chicago. NASCAR back for a third trip. Racing on the streets. Coverage on TNT. Presented by Arby's.
Chicago, let's go! Drivers, start your engine!
This is more likely the last Chicago street race. I guess people investigating the fans of it.
McDowell, Van Gisbergen off of turn 12, and we are racing on the streets of Chicago.
Really good job right here by the 71 of McDowell.
Excuse me.
He anticipated the launch of SVG.
Man, I
back
am
at the restart zone
still ready to go to
for the
Chicago
initial
this
start of the
December.
race. Now challenging back to the inside in turn 2.
Crossover move.
Yeah, I was
Van
he back there, but I
Gisbergen
did
trying to
it.
get there.
Still looking for a
That's what he
fascination
does.
to repair
SVG
project.
is on attack in every corner, even when you don't expect it. It didn't
We'll
work
be
out.
right
He
to
loses a little
September.
bit of
Everyone will be
ground.
switching to St.
Radical now
Jude's.
put him under attack. A very defensive line by the 88
Which
on
hopefully
the
was just
inside.
due to my anniversary
two
stream,
wide through
but
four.
you
Will it
know.
work? Barely.
Oh! I don't know how they didn't just clobber
Make a
tires
note of that,
there.
and now we check in on William Byron coming from the back.
Yeah, I have a major clutch slipping here. Through the gears.
Man, can't shift with a clutch issue.
Line smooth. Yeah, I don't know what to do here. I'm not sure how this is going to go.
All right, clutch issue. This would be a huge issue for pit stops. You don't really use the clutch on the racetrack as we see Briscoe dive into the inside of Hocevar, but we'll just have to see this can become an issue, and in the end, Alan, it could hurt the gearbox on the 24.
100%. They don't know exactly what to tell him to fix it. He says, I just can't accelerate. Seems to be going better than it was, but you have all the Hendrick brass down here, including Crucci Fruity Fugle, trying to figure out what to tell him and if they can fix it. We'll see what's going on down here.
Yeah, these drivers didn't get the memo that 10 of them hit the wall yesterday. They are driving like this is easy and non-issue, passing where you're not supposed to.
Yeah, and you can see right here in turn 11, just a lot of checkups, a lot of contact right there. Chase
That was
Elliott,
just
a
a
few of the cars
recording
getting
in
together,
effect.
a lot of lockups.
How about McDowell? All that talk about SVG. He says, I'm ready. I don't care how much he's won.
How much movement there is in this.
I got my
contact
ring
of all
right
around.
finally,
Those cars around,
but
someone's getting blocked by the 77.
oh, Lotus parking lot.
Just no room to work, and they're all wedged together here.
And that's the problem with this racetrack, where the spotters cannot see everything. You can tell that everybody's running into this wreck with no understanding that there are cars blocking the racetrack. So obviously, no spotters in any location are able to give warning to these drivers.
Brad Kozlowski is stopped. Suarez, Will Brown, Todd Gilliland, a part of that. Riley Herbst of our qualified row 2.
Oh my goodness, such a hard lick right there. He spins right around in front of Dylan.
Hey,
And now
goes so
here
far
comes
as well
everybody
for a
piling into
buddy.
this crash.
Wow. They have no idea, right? I mean, all of these cars continuing.
This is just going to be a huge hit for the 77. Let's go on board with Brad
At
Kay. Take a
NASCAR.
look at this.
Now, you know, going to move on and
Like,
not just move
you know
on
what could have
in the
prevented
in-season
that crash?
bracket, but he's someone that we feel like can
A
go
local
out
yellow
and win
flag.
this race day. And look at that. Wow.
And
We're breaking stuff everywhere.
Yeah, they just don't have that car up off the ground, and
you know,
tires are trying
electronic
to turn while it's trying to carry it
marshalling.
forward.
That radio on the 71 is
It's almost
more
like any car in
I think at
NASCAR.
this point
Sorry,
we
any car
aren't
F1
gonna-
have that
We're going to only pit
for
one
safety
time a little
reasons.
bit
Like,
later in the next stage. We'll see what they do. It's a road trip. We left one city, we're driving to the other. Do we want to stop once? I like to stop twice. I like to stretch my legs, Adam. I like to stop a couple times.
I like when you can flip the stage and still get stage points.
Yeah,
I mean, that's an exclamation point.
I've
on
never
how
had
good
that ability. Sounds amazing to be that fast.
Well, I think the idea was with this tire, they didn't run this tire here last year, and they wondered what the fall off might be like during the race. We saw a lot of fall off at COTA. We saw a lot of fall off at Mexico City as well, but maybe today they're seeing enough pace in these cars late in the run to be able to try to do this one-stop strategy. And even though they'll, maybe at a tire deficit late in the race, they think they got the speed to hold off all the cars that will have the tire advantage.
I mean,
The length of
it's going
this
to be
race
someday, but
really does change the conversation in the
It's always
garage
the same
prior,
weekends for the
because a
high.
lot of times it's just wide open on what you can see. Not as many options when it comes to racing here in Chicago, just because of the length of the race and the
I will
ability,
be,
as we talk about, to do it on one stop.
We talk
Right,
strategy. and all that. I
racing,
wonder,
IndyCar,
though,
NASCAR.
if I'm overlooking what McDowell
No.
just did. SVG's dominated all weekend long. Everything has been SVG, and he just passed him on the start and just wouldn't let him by, and just outperformed him for a whole stint. Like this is the first little bit of weakness we have seen out of SVG.
Put the green and white checkered flag in the air. It's for Michael McDowell. Fourth career stage win for him. And the third time he's done it on a road course.
Right here in the front of Shane Van Gisbergen.
well, guys, stage 2 was so boring
that
that
number 8
they
car.
really skipped it 4 to go. So I really don't think I missed that much of a NASCAR
Told that
race.
he might be getting black flags, so here comes the pit road to obey that order.
Pit stop for Shane Van Gisbergen. Scheduled service as we head toward the end of stage 2, Marty.
Successful day. I think a stage win for Ryan Blaney and that playoff point. I know they're going to leave here talking about what they wanted to do differently, but that is a big bucket to fill up for this 12 car to score these points and that all-important playoff point, which will help him in those final 10 races.
I mean, just look at those
I
top
don't
five
understand why
drivers.
stage
Now,
one's
Briscoe
only one
has a
playoff
win.
point.
He
Should be
collects some stage points here.
10 for the
But
stage
Reddick
win, because
doesn't
only
have a
pay
win,
out
but
top
well above
10
the cut line.
points.
Bowman
9,
comes in above the cut line. Bubba
8,
Wallace above the
you
cut
know,
line. Those are all drivers by
Pimp
collecting some
1
stage points here.
versus 10.
Help
I mean,
create some insurance. And oh, by the way, they all know the man
always
in
trying
charge of the
to.
field
First of
now,
all,
the guy that will
900
be, Shane Van
brake markers.
Gisbergen, he's
If you
got a
really
win,
need that many
so
brake
it's
markers,
kinda
should
like,
you
man, we don't need
even
another new
be
winner.
driving?
It's all playing for him. The points really matter right now.
This field, when we finish this stage,
Also, limited is coming up, even though it's small. Free stuff is free stuff, so.
Reddick's probably back here part throttling this thing. I don't think he can make it all the way from lap 30. This seems to be a long ways. Great Toyota onboard looks.
That Congress Plaza, man, such a fun part of the racetrack.
I mean, look at that with the skyscrapers. It doesn't matter how many times we come, it just doesn't. It looks like a video game. You can't believe it's real life.
Yeah, well, guys, I'm pretty sure you saw it, but that was Toyota siren.
In Chicago, green and white checkered flag for Ryan Blaney.
I know,
Ty
but people.
Gibbs, here it is out of turn 2, side by side for the lead. Racing down Lakeshore Drive, Shane Van Gisbergen, Chase Briscoe.
Pretty sure this is a move
88
of a
trying to go
win.
back on point. Turn 3, turn 4, turn 5, and there he goes.
That was spotter B with a clear for the lead, the 88.
Yeah, just seeing Toyota with breaking flag on it's hilarious.
My man, back out front. Shane Van Gisbergen doing it to the field again in Chicago, and just like that, caution comes out.
Trying to draw away from the 54 of Gibbs. Both on equal tires. Came in lap 42. Here's the 2 car. Stopped on the racetrack, and that's going to bring out the yellow.
6th caution of the day.
That's right. He needed this to be clear track, trying to make some ground on the 88 for sure. So now the question is who's going to finish second. I still think the 45 is the car with the better tires. I think he'll get Gibbs.
Oh, man, he won in the
Cody
wall.
Ware's off the track.
I don't know why we waited for so long to prove a
Flag,
caution.
or will the caution come out? That's the decision.
He's going to try to hustle back to the white flag because once he takes the white flag, the next flag will end the race. 1 lap to go.
They should have proved a caution right away if it would have got overtime.
So if a caution comes out now, the race will be over. It'll be official. Who runs second, Reddick or Gibbs? And can SVG get it back around?
This is turn 6 where the 51 is stuck.
Once again, I don't know why I waited so long to throw the yellow.
Not throw the yellow. They can't allow the field to race through turn 6 with a car in the tire barrier. So that's the call NASCAR has
There's
to
your
make.
answer, race control, please. God, I love Dale Jr.
Maybe just go ahead and give him a key to the city because Shane Van Gisbergen does own the streets of Chicago. He delivers once again.
Hell yeah, buddy. Weekend sweep. You are a bat. Of 88 team.
Start. Open the door for him last year.
If he keeps winning these
to go to
races,
the
he should be
Xfinity
against
Series,
five
run
race
full
for
time.
us.
He's a rookie. Got 3 straight victories on the road last summer. And on the
Yes,
verge
Bob,
of
I
doing
should
it
have.
now at the cup level as a first-year driver. Got it done at Mexico City.
So, anyways, yeah, now we can move on to future predictions portion where we predict the future. Future. Excuse me. Alright, unfortunately, I do have to miss one race this year, but you know, Israel's coming up, so. Don't know why we're still doing guy with double headers on my like the track, but I rather have a different track than double header, but that's just a personal opinion. So I think Penske and Chev give her first win of the season. Of Joseph Garden. Um, all right. Then we go to Hell is Real. I think. FCC wins Hell is Real 2-1. We just got all about momentum on our side. I mean, that takes us Sunday. I believe F1 is off Sunday. They are. Then I would to I think Polo's gonna win. But NASCAR gonna make another podium. Excuse me. I seen Van Gisbergen goes back to back. And Daniel Suarez comes second. Um, oh, he's good, but he's not gonna to first and second. In third, I'd say Denny Hamlin. But yeah, that will do it for today. Excuse me. So I'd like to thank you guys for watching. God bless. Excuse me. I still believe that Jesus is Lord. And I will see you tomorrow evening, probably at 7 p.m. for Farmington. Bye, YouTube. Bye, YouTube.